Hi everybody. In this video we are going to discuss about delete position in array implementation of list, and we will be discussing about implementing in C++. So let us look at the algorithm and then we will move to the code. First step is to check whether the list is empty or not. This we do in general for all the delete operations. In addition to that, we should also check whether the position is valid, right? Because in delete position operation, we will be considering the list in which you have to delete as well as the position where the deletion has to be made, right? If the position is invalid also, you are going to return false indicating failure. And the second step is, if the position is valid and the list is not empty, then we should store the element at the position, right, in the temporary variable x. Now in the algorithm perspective, we are just going to talk only about the human indexing. So we will, if there are 3 elements, then the valid positions are from 1 to 3, right, and 0 or 4, those things are going to be false. And you are going to first of all store the element at the position in the temporary variable, and then you have to shift the elements to the left. Okay, from where you have to start is, you have to start from position plus 1, you have to shift the element to the left by 1 till the last element we have to go, right, and then we have to decrement the number of elements because we have removed one of the element from the list. So the total number of elements should be decremented. And next step is, we have to return x, and also we have to communicate that the delete operation was success. Now let us compare this with the analogy what we were discussing. Suppose if there are 3 people and the second person wants to move out of the hall, right, this person has walked out, then what should we do? As per the rule, if there are n people, they should be seated from the first chair till the end the chair. There should not be any gap or anything, right. So this person has to move on to the left, right. If there are 2 more people here, then they also should move on to the left. Then only there will be 4 people and all will be continuously sitting. So when you look at the time complexity, how much of time will be taken? Does it depend on the number of elements in the list? Yes, because we have to shift. We have to shift the elements. In this analogy, the person has to move. Okay, so the rough complexity will be big O of n for delete at a given position. Okay, the title is not correct. Delete at the given position. Okay, so now let us go to the implementation, and this is a C++ implementation, and also we call that we are having a boolean variable to indicate the success of the delete operation. It's a global variable and we have initialized that to true. Now we will add one more member function, right, int and delete position. Okay, and then we are going to send the position also as an argument. So this will be the signature of the function. Let us come down and try to write it. Return type of the function is going to be int, and then delete position, we have to pass the position. Okay, and what is the algorithm tells? Before we start, let us just declare the required variables. The algorithm tells that if the list is empty, we have to return false, and position also we have to check. But before that, we have to make the deletion success to be equal to true. Okay, because when these functions are going to be used, someone else is going to use, assume like that, the application, then we do not know in which order it will be called. So always whenever we are having global variables, let us make it as a base value and then change if the condition is not satisfied. So in every function, actually this deletion success variable is declared for purpose of deletion. So in all the delete operations, we have to initialize that to true in the beginning of the code, and then we have to check, right. So I am going to check whether the list is empty. Oh sorry, I should not write L dot, that is the implicit object. So is empty, when I tell like this, the implicit object will be checked. if the list is empty, or if position is less than 1, or if position is greater than number of elements, right? Okay. Since I am going to use human indexing for indicating the position, the maximum value that can be passed is equal to the number of elements, and the elements will be at the index from 0 to number of elements minus 1. Okay. So, if the position value is greater than number of elements, then also it is a failure. So, let us tell deletion. How will we indicate failure? We should make deletion success as false, and okay, sorry, I should return the value of x. Otherwise, we are going to move, and what we should do, you should start moving the elements left, right? From where should we start? We should start from POS, right? But before that, you just copy the value of elements at POS minus 1. Why POS minus 1 is? Just recall indexing, okay? One value less than the POS value. Now, when you are going to shift, element at POS should come to POS minus 1 like that, right? So, less than number of elements and then I plus plus, okay? We will be telling elements of I equal to elements of I minus 1, okay? And then we are going to just decrement the number of elements, and then you are going to return x, right? Hope we have done everything. Now let us see the function. I have commented all other code. Just I am having 3 insert functions, and I am printing the list, and delete function is also there, and then print list, but I will add few more things for delete, right? So you are calling delete and storing the return value here, and you should check whether deletion was successful. If it was successful, then you will be printing x is deleted, isn't it? So let us tell x, and then you can tell is deleted, okay? And we can tell endl. Otherwise, what you will be doing? Otherwise, you will be telling that deletion failed, right? Deletion failed, okay? And let us move to the next line, okay? And after that also we are going to print, right? Let us come to the terminal and try to execute the code. Yes, so let us try to compile G++. No error. Let us tell 3, okay? Now let us see how the code will be working. We are going to give the dimension as 3, so list of capacity 3 will be created. You are telling insert beginning 3, okay? Insert and 2, done. Insert beginning 1, so it will be inserted in the beginning. Now you are printing, so all these 3 should get printed, and then you are telling delete position 1. So 1 should be deleted, and it is a successful thing. So it should print 1 is deleted, and it should print the list. When it is printing the list, only 2 elements should be there, right? Let us check this, whether that is happening. Okay, so what do we expect? We expect it to print all the 3 elements. Yes, done, right? And then it is telling 1 is deleted, but elements in the list are, I think I have done something wrong. Let us go and see the delete position function. What I am doing is, right, okay, 1 minute. Okay, I minus 1 equal to I have done the opposite. Actually we have to shift left, isn't it? So the ith position element should come to the I minus 1th element. That was the mistake. Okay, and yeah, let us see whether it's happening. Yeah, 132, first it printed 132, then it is deleting 1. After that you see elements are 3 and 2, fine. And now what we will do is, now we will tell delete at the position 2, right? So what should happen now? Now also the same elements will come 1, 3, 2, but since we have given the delete position as 2, second element will be removed, 3 will be removed, and the elements are going to be 1 and 2, right? And then we'll be giving delete position 3, okay? So when we give, actually the same set of elements are there, 2 is deleted and the remaining elements are 1 and 3. And now let us try giving 0. 0 is not a valid position since we are following human indexing, right? So you will see deletion failed and all the elements are in the list itself, and we will give 4. If it is greater also, it should not work. Yes, right? Yes. So there are 3 elements. When we try to delete the element at the 4th index, deletion failed and the elements are as it is, right? So I will be sharing the code in the GitHub and sharing you the link in the description box. You can try it by yourself. Thank you.